It's Philly's Power 99, Roxy Romeo with a very special guest. She's amazing, beautiful voice, beautiful soul, beautiful talent, Elle Varner.
What's up?
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you live in New York?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you're back in Philly.
I'm back.
And you were telling me off the mic, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years.
So you have a lot of Philly memories, though.
Yes.
Best Philly memory?
Oh my gosh. It might be a long story. It's too long.
That's okay. We got time,
Okay, so I was working at Sigma Sound, and I asked the runner to bring me this bottle of wine in a bucket of ice. And he literally dumped the whole bottle of wine out into a bucket of ice and brought me the bucket.
Are you kidding me?
No. I mean, it'll always just be one of my fondest recording memories. It was the funniest thing that may have ever happened in my life. But the food, the people, I just remember, because I've been all over the country, you know, and the love that I have here and the way people treat me and the way it's just different. It's literally so different.
Well, we do love you, and we're happy you're here.
Thank you.
And so, Conversational Lush was 2012.
Yes, 2011.
2011, okay.
Yeah.
Imperfectly Perfect.
Perfectly Imperfect, yeah.
2012.
Yes.
And then you were like silent for years. And now you're back.
I did release some singles here and there. I had F It All.
But that was last year, right?
No,
Or
that was
2017.
That was 2015. F It All was 2015.
But it's now on Forward.
Four-letter word. Yeah, that's a dub. That's not
Oh.
Yeah.
So how did that happen?
So Elevation is the new project.
Okay.
And I I actually do discuss some of these issues like in the music, and the title Elevation is really like where I'm at and what I've been through, and you got to keep moving no matter what,
So Elevation is the single or the album?
The mixtape album, yeah.
Okay. All right. And is there a release date?
April.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you, like most R&B singers, you talk about your life. You talk about things that have been going on. So what has been going on in Elle Varner's life? I know you left your record label.
Yes. Yeah. I started my own record label.
Right.
Called 212 Entertainment.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Black woman label owner.
Boss.
Yeah. And yeah, that's such a learning process, and the business side is I don't want to say it's intimidating, it's just a lot. And like on one hand, it's so fun to just be an artist, right? You just go to the studio, you just do shows, then you look up one day, you're like, what? They took my what? And it happens.
Yeah.
We've heard this story a million times.
Yeah.
So at a certain point, you're either going to keep living like that and keep experiencing that, or say, you know what, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to go to the meeting, or I'm going to read the contract, or I'm going to take some more time. And even if this is not my favorite thing to do, life is not about doing everything that you want to do all the time. So I'm excited to see what this yields. You've
been a part of it from just the foundation, the complete building of it up to now.
Absolutely. And when I look back, when I went to college, I wanted to learn every aspect of the business. I know how to engineer. I know how to produce.
Okay.
I could get behind that board, EQ some things, EQ people right on out of my life. No, I'm joking. But yeah. I also do comedy now. But I wanted to, because I just, music is sacred to me. Mm-hmm. And as a woman especially, I was like, I have to understand this, because I don't want people telling me what to do. I don't want people taking advantage of me. I want to have a voice. Not just sing that, look pretty, and blah, blah, blah. No. I wanted to know that. And so now I'm in a position where I could do that for myself, but others, I'm working with some young female artists that need guidance and that need nurturing, and I can now give back to others.
So you do have other artists signed on the label
that I'm working with, yeah. It's all coming together. I'm the first one, but
okay.
yeah.
So what is going on in Elle Varner's love life?
What time are we?
No, we just getting started, girl.
Oh, I thought. Oh. Well, honestly,
I want honesty.
Okay, so I'm in a process right now of really dealing with my self-love.
Okay.
You know, we get into relationships a lot of times because, oh, he's so fine, or oh, you know, my feelings, or blah blah blah. But sometimes you don't realize the driver behind it is there's something lacking in you that you avoid, that you want to fill, and then it doesn't work out and you wonder why. Well, you can't get that from someone else. So I'm no expert, but I feel like if I'm whole and you're whole, then we can have a healthy, fruitful relationship. But yeah, I'm really working on my self-love and discipline, and that's it.
There's really nothing wrong with that, because I think today that's a big problem, especially with the youth. You see how many issues that arise, you know, from suicide to just the bullying and all that stuff. And I think that is part of the reason that it happens, because there isn't self-love. So what do you do? What are you doing right now to try to like love yourself more?
So a couple things. One, I definitely went to therapy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing. It was cool. It was cool, you know. But that led me to actually going to church. And this relationship that I am, I can't. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've always been a believer, and I grew up singing in church. I went to a Baptist church, but I can't believe how excited I really am about this relationship. Like,
it's different now.
It's different. Yeah. It's different. And we talked briefly about the couple years where I was, dealing with whatever. It took a lot of things to break down in my life for God to be able to actually reach me. For me to actually be able to hear him and see that he was trying to get my attention and say, listen, I didn't set this up for you to go out and do everything on your own. And for like, you did that. That's cool. That's cute. But
that's not my plan for you.
That's not my plan for you. And if you really submit to me, if you surrender to me and allow me to show you what I can do, and that's what's happening now. It's like, it's total surrender. It's just every time I'm stressed or every time I'm worried, I'm like, wait a minute. For what? You woke up today. That's actually a pretty big deal. Mm-hmm. What can you do with what you have today? Because the rest, it does get consuming. It does get overwhelming. And that's when people are weighed down. They're on social media. They're looking at... We have this thing now where we need to check in several times a day, or we feel the pressure to do that. And that's not really normal. You know what I mean? If you want to and you're comfortable with it, great. But if you're not, don't feel pressured to do that. Live your life. If you want to be great at something, you're going to have to spend a lot of time offline where nobody's seeing what you're doing.
And you've been doing that?
Yeah.
Has it been hard?
But I
disconnect?
Started... No.
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 You don't miss it at all?
Well, I do sometimes, but it can get overwhelming, and I've learned to take my breaks when I need to. And I have plenty of friends that are like, yeah, I delete it at night, or I delete it every month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. My friend told me that yesterday. She was like, I delete it at night because otherwise I'll go to bed like scrolling.
That is crazy.
I know. I was like, girl, it's a lot. But,
wow.
But to each his own, I've deleted it. When I was, 12, I started working in the studio. So I had an outlet and a place to really pour myself into. Speaking of pour me. To pour myself into, where if I was getting teased or bullied or ignored at school, I was like, okay, well, I have this, and this is just for me, and this is something that, wow, I worked at this, and now 3 weeks later, I could sing this song that I couldn't sing before. I could play a C chord. Oh, snap. And it just develops, you know?
Has anybody from your past come back that maybe weren't that nice to you, bullied you, and it's all of a sudden like, oh, like, hey girl, what's going on?
Definitely. Definitely. I would say now that I've learned more about human nature, and I try to fault people less, because a lot of times we'll be like, see what you did, but then we could probably look back at some time that we did it too. Most of the time that's the case. None of us are perfect,
Okay.
you know?
Well, Elle is on a path,
Of
spiritual
love,
path.
yeah, love, spirituality, musicality, business.
So elevation. Is it complete?
Yeah, it's just about complete.
It's just about complete.
Mixing and mastering.
And just basically things that the things that have gone on in your life. So a lot can you say that there's like I don't want to say gospel, but like
There isn't an actual, what's the name for it? I guess inspirational.
Okay,
This song
okay.
called Be Encouraged.
okay.
And I performed it in my show in New York a couple weeks ago, and I choked up. This girl was crying in the front. Like, that song just came out of me.
Wow.
I've been where you are, so low, wonder why I'm here, for real though. Couldn't find myself, you in there. I started to fade into the air. But something in my spirit wouldn't let me. I heard a little birdie from above. She told me, if you need me, you can hold me, just when I needed the love. She said, every time it rains, every time you fall, every time you're on your own and got no one to call, remember what's inside your heart. You're guided by a million stars, and some of them are special to you.
That's beautiful.
Watching wherever you are, you know, and that makes me think about loved ones that I've lost, that I know have guided me through, and not just God, but like people that I've lost.
Even just talking about it, you get choked up.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Ooh. Ew.
But there's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
there's nothing wrong. Let me tell you, being vulnerable the first time around was so easy. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I didn't know what it was going to be like. I didn't know that it was going to be social media and all these things, but I'm sensitive as hell.
I am the same way.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I write songs, so it's like I have to have access to this part of me, and now moving forward I just have to protect it more, you know, instead of hiding away. Like, I know I have something to do, I know I have a message,
A purpose.
Yeah. But this, shout out to any artists out there, like, this is hard, it's scary, it's tough, it's lonely, but I think it's worth it.
What do you think is the most difficult obstacle that you've had to overcome?
Oh, how much time we got?
I'm sure there's a lot, right?
There's a lot.
I'm sure there's a lot.
Shout out to 21 Savage, and Cole. There's a lot, but when you look at artists like Prince, Michael, Whitney, like, no one just has an easy road. No one. And these are, like, I call it my what's that process? Like, I made it through that not awkward phase, but like I earned some stripes.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to really be in this and live it and go through some stuff, and you become a better artist. You become a better person as long as you don't give up.
Okay. All right. So I know you said that you try not to be on social media as much.
I do. Yeah, I'm on there.
But like, do you keep up with current events? You know, like everything that's going on.
Kind of.
So I'm gonna ask you some of the stuff that's going on. Your opinion. What do you think?
Okay.
Do you know what's going on with R. Kelly?
Of course.
Thoughts?
It's disgusting. It's sad. I feel robbed. You know what I mean?
Did you ever have like any interaction with him? Did you ever meet him or anything like that? No? Okay.
Maybe briefly. What? Yeah, show in Chicago. But it was like 2 seconds.
Listen, but Dad has your
I know,
back.
he's ready. He's
Listen,
like,
Dad has your back.
Yep,
I know that.
I was right there, making sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's man. Like, what can you even say? What can you even? How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? How could you?
Mm-hmm.
How could you?
Yeah, we're all asking that question, especially after the documentary. Did you watch it?
No, I watched a little bit of it. I literally couldn't.
There was a lot in the documentary that I learned that I didn't know. I mean, I was already disgusted with him from before, but after seeing that, I was like, oh my God, no way.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Jussie Smollett?
We don't know. We don't. I guess.
So do
right?
you
Is that
do you
what it
believe?
is?
Do you believe, or like, are you? We're not sure if he did it.
I stopped following that story. Like, it's confusing. I pray that he didn't do it. You know what I mean? I think that would be very strange. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and you know, it's crazy out here.
Okay. It's politically correct answer. Dad's like, that's right. I taught her well. All right, so tell us. So before I know that you are going to bless us and sing the upcoming single.
Yeah.
So before that, tell me like what's going on with the album. What can people expect? Because it is a long time coming.
I know.
It is a long time coming.
Well, I have like about 2 projects done, and of course,
So are you dropping both like soon, very soon?
they're gonna be dropping soon within each other.
Okay.
Yeah. And what you can expect is, if you listen to Conversational, Lush, and Perfectly Imperfect, almost like every song is different. You know, I have an acoustic one, and then a trap one, and then like a soulful. So this is that, but a little to the next level. Like, there's a song where I have full auto-tune, and I'm just like, yeah, like, it's so fun. It's called Pull the Strings, and it's like, I'm talking that, because that's how I was feeling in that moment.
Yeah.
And like, does it rack my nerves a little bit? Yeah, it does, because it's out of
Your comfort zone, right?
out of my
Yeah.
comfort zone. But I said, if I only do the things I'm comfortable with, I'll never grow. If people don't like it, that's okay. I'm not gonna die. I'll put out the next song. Like, these are the risks you have to take as an artist, or just play it safe and just, you know. So, and my thing is, as long as it's true to me, it was real to me, and I'm not just trying to come up with a song. Whatever the criticism is, good or bad, I'm okay with it. As long as I did my best, that's all I care about.
Do you have features?
Right now, I have Juicy J on a feature. I have Wale. Working on getting Chance.
Okay.
Who knows? Might get some more. Definitely want to get some ladies on there. I just did a song with Rhapsody.
Okay.
Yeah, she's incredible. We've been waiting to do that for a minute. Who else? Anything? That's what we have right now.
Okay.
But always adding, always working.
Well, I am looking forward to it. So you said April.
Yes.
Elle, thank you so much.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate it. I'm so happy that you are back. That we're gonna get some more Elle Varner.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm really happy.
It
So
has.
now you about to sing us a little something. So we're going to set up the stage for that.
Staring out the window at the rain falling. It's how it feels when you ain't calling. Let's make a deal, cause I ain't falling. Can we keep it real, cause I hate stalling. Time's ticking ever slowly. You could be getting to know me, but I left you as a homie. Now I'm crying and saying for me. So pour me one more. One more, one more, one more. I'm thinking about you and drinking about you all night for sure. Won't you pour me one more? One more, one more, one more. I'm thinking about you and drinking about you. Might even hit the dance floor. Thinking about you, I'll be drinking about you. Might even hit the dance floor. Thinking about you, I'll be drinking, drinking. I bet you out there somewhere with that girl now. You should be over here in my house, kicking your feet up on my couch. I could feed you what you need now. Sweet love, cooked soul food. That's what I got up on the menu. Crazy how you could have been who was the best thing for you. But baby, pour me one more. One more, one more, one more. I'm thinking about you and drinking about you all night for sure. Won't you pour me one more? One more, one more, one more. I'm thinking about you and drinking about you. Might even hit the dance floor. Thinking about you, I'll be drinking about you. Thinking about you, I'll be drinking, drinking and drinking and drinking, thinking and thinking and drinking and drinking and thinking and thinking and drinking and drinking and thinking and thinking about you. Thank you.
Y'all got the classic right there. Son.
Be special or whatever.
Yo, this sound in here is crazy. Okay, I had one little mistake.